Did you guys watch the premiere of Legends with JBL on the WWE Network Monday night? I did, and let me tell you, and look, let me back up a second. WWE, you guys did not end on a strong note. You guys were supposed to promote JBL's sit-down interview, part 1 of 2, with Eric Bischoff, and you didn't do that. You give fans the last burning image of Kane just sitting there, and you're like, oh, okay. I literally fucking forgot, almost, that JBL was talking to Eric Bischoff on the new series Legends with JBL. And luckily I remembered, I put a tweet out and all that, and I watched it, and I gotta tell you, it was a fucking awesome, fantastic show. I love this so much, and I gotta give a shout out to JBL because I had put a tweet out saying how much of a great interviewer JBL is, and that his joint with Eric Bischoff is a must watch, and I was just encouraging people to do what they can to check it out. And JBL was so nice, he actually retweeted the kind words that we said. And I wasn't even putting that out there just to get a retweet. I put that out there because I believed in what I was saying. I really did enjoy the very first episode with Eric Bischoff. I mean, the way it really came off, if you guys know your shoot interviews and all that, it really kind of came off like Breaking Kayfabe with Sean Oliver, meets You Shoot with Sean Oliver meets RF Video Shoots. And I guess WWE is really starting to open their eyes, and they're really starting to realize that, hey, when it comes to wrestling content, a lot of our wrestlers, a lot of management, they like gravitating towards these shoot style interviews and all that. And it's like, well, hell, why can't we tap into that market? We see these guys that tell all these great stories that's so riveting and all that. Why can't we do that in-house and be able to make profit off of it? We've got the platform. Why not do it? So WWE, it took you guys a while to catch up, but I'm glad that you guys have finally caught up to speed with what High Spots is doing, or with what RF Video is doing, or with what Kayfabe Kayfabe Commentaries is doing. I'm glad you guys have finally caught up, but you guys should have been on this a long time ago. Better late than never, but I love the way that it was well produced. It was very well executed. I enjoyed it tremendously, and I'm telling you now, more pressure as a result is going to be put even more on the High Spots, the RF Videos, the Kayfabe Commentaries, because now they're going to have to hustle even more to compete with WWE and be like, well, look, this is what makes our stuff great. It's because, and I will say this, as far as the companies that I just mentioned, they still have a one-up over WWE, because until further notice from WWE, these shoot companies that make their money off of these shoots, they have it available in DVDs, or you can stream them. They got that, X amount of money. Hey, you can check that out. So, I mean, that's a booming market right there. There's a lot of fans. You say that, hey, Eric Bischoff is doing a shoot with, blah, blah, blah. And Sean Oliver is taking questions, and we can ask him whatever, and we'll get to hear our answers on the DVD or whatever. Not some Twitter universe manhandled possibly by the WWE. You know what I'm saying? But until WWE gets to that point where they also offer hey, would you like to, honestly, if I'm the WWE looking into 2016 and beyond, I think what would be a really cool, badass feature is if for X amount of money, some content on the network becomes available for that person to own for their respected device, right? And I'm telling you, once WWE goes that route, they're going to be able to generate even more money. Okay? I mean, can you just imagine that? I mean, how badass would that be if you were to go onto the WWE network, right, you're paying that $9.99 a month, or maybe you're paying, I don't know, $100 for a year. I don't know how much the yearly thing is, because I do $9.99 a month. But just imagine paying what you're paying for the network monthly or yearly. You're accessing all that great premium content to watch. But what about that option to buy? Huh? How about that? How about having that option to buy? Maybe you're feeling a little bit old school. Depending on the content, maybe you want to check out a pay-per-view. How badass would it be if you had the option to either stream it on your respective device right then and there, or hey, maybe you want to own a copy, right? Maybe you would like to own it. Be nice if they gave you a option to purchase it, and you can purchase it and download it to your laptop, your iPad, whatever. Or maybe you want that option of having it on DVD. And if that's the case, then, and I think WWE, they really need to look into some type of a revision of their previous pay-per-views and all that, that they did release on DVD and VHS. I think it would be really awesome if they revisited, those pay-per-views, put them on DVD, have there be some new exclusive content. Maybe they could talk with certain participants for that particular event, get their thoughts and impressions on that match that they had partook in, or partaken, whatever. Exclusive commentating for certain matches and all that you're not going to find anywhere else. That way, for the person that has that pay-per-view already on VHS, or maybe they burned it to their DVD, that'll like entice them to go on now and buy it. Now, this is an experiment, of course. I think if they tried it for the first couple of quarters, things work out, maybe WWE can continue to roll that out, but I think I'm really on to something right there. But I'm glad that they're finally getting into that shoot business, and I know there's a lot of people that's probably like, JBL though? JBL is doing the interviews? I'm telling you, it's great. JBL hit a home run with that first show. I gotta rank him now. I think Steve Austin is number one when he does his thing on the network. He's number one. I gotta make JBL number two, and I have to make Chris Jericho number three. I think a lot of you guys would probably agree with me, with regards to that. But I can't stress it enough. Check out the Legends with JBL episode 1 with Eric Bischoff. Part 2 will air next week, to just kind of give you guys a little bit of a taste of what you can expect. It like has a lot of shades of the RF video shoot with Eric Bischoff, just without all the fluff, just without it being so exaggerated and, it's like a 3-4 hour freaking shoot, and all that. The way JBL handles it's how a damn interview needs to be conducted when you're doing the whole timeline with them and all that. And even at that, it didn't even really feel like a timeline, the way JBL was just casually talking to Eric Bischoff. There's RF video shoot DVD review I did for you all for Eric Bischoff. Basically, a lot of the things from that JBL is talking about, but they're doing it in the WWE way. But it's really awesome. Check it out when you guys get a chance. While I'm also talking about the WWE network, there's a new episode of Table for Three that's on there right now with New Day. I haven't watched it yet. I'll let you guys know what I think of that next week, but coming soon, they're going to be doing a Table for Three with Medusa, Ivory. There's a name I haven't heard of in a long time. And check this out. Here's another one I haven't heard of in a long time. Molly Holly. I had the biggest crush on Molly Holly growing up. I was in love with her booty. I thought she was just so cute. She was nice and short. She had hips, and she just had this nice butt that I just was like, my God, how is that even possible to have back there? You know, she's done a really good job in staying away from the limelight, within recent years. I think she's like a born again Christian or whatever. She does like Girl Scout camps and all that shit, man. She's like a completely different person now. So I can't wait to see, how that comes about for that Table for 3 episode. There's also going to be a Table for 3 with Sting, Vader, Diamond Dallas Page, and one with Cesaro, Dean Ambrose, Kevin Owens. Yeah, how about that one? That I hope they're going to be talking about Ring of Honor on that one. I really do. I think that shit's going to be awesome.